Hey there, welcome back to Cusp of Beauty Tarot. How you doing, Cuspers? And I know that you've been waiting for your reading, and this is going to be your October reading, so let's get to it. I'm going to do what I did last time, which is read in a couple areas of your life, and this is Virgo-Libra for October 2020. So let's see what's up. I've been doing some pre-shuffling. I'm going to list the decks below, and I'm going to pull just 3 overarching cards first. Let's see. I've been shuffling, and I'm kind of shuffling on camera here. I'm just in an awkward position. Okay. So 3 overarching cards, Virgo-Libra. All right. Let's get some room here. I'm going to list the cards I'm using, so I don't think there's any concern about pulling off these boxes. And let's take it from here. Okay, and I'll do some oracles after as well. Your overarching energies, I'm going to pull them all right now for you. This is going to be finance and career for Virgo-Libra. Two of Pentacles, Hermit, 5 of Cups, Emperor, and 4 of Cups. Okay, interesting. And last, I'm going to pull tarot for your relationship and love life. Relationship and love life. Virgo-Libra October. What's going on? Whoops, that dropped for sure. The moon. Interesting. Just coming off of the full moon, right? The Jester of Gardens, which is the Page of Pentacles. The Sun, wow. The King of Cups. And the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Feeling like there's a couple on the table here. Okay. So, and the Devil's on the bottom of your relationship. And the Devil is on the bottom of your relationship. The Knight of Swords is kind of a recent energy for your career and finance. And on the overarching energies, we have the Hermit, which could be the Virgo side of Virgo-Libra, which is interesting. So I'm going to read into that a little bit. Let's see. The overarching energy would be that you're coming out of a period of being in your head a lot. Something maybe has been troubling you. And if I look at your area of career and finance, you have the Hermit on your overarching energy. You also have a Hermit within your career, finance, and work, sector. So, I almost feel like you've had a choice to make in your career, work, and business sector that you've either been really busy and you kind of took to a retreat recently, or you've had an important decision to make. It could be around a job offer, a work opportunity, a contract. But, the 2 of Pentacles tells me you've been either really busy and had a lot going on. Some of it could be a struggle to deal with or a bit confusion. But, here's what I'm really getting. There is a certain level of angst. You've been kind of willpowering your way through and being strong about trying not to be impulsive. It could be to do with a relationship around work, but more than that, I feel like it's a choice that you've had to make at work. And I feel like you've had to put your boundaries up around something, and that's been difficult to do, but you've been doing it. You've had some options. for sure in front of you, because you've got the Seven of Cups and you've got the Two of Pentacles. So I do think there's been some options that have maybe caused you some stress, caused you some over analyzing. You've been in your head. You've been thinking about, from a realistic standpoint, what works for me in my life. I actually feel this could be the case in a relationship as well, because I'm seeing like a parallel all the way down. So there's been an analysis of what's working for you. Where can you be confident, strong yourself, Virgo Libra, and not succumb to what you wish would be, or like a fantasy situation. I think that maybe you have kind of taken some of your own wisdom in hand and taken time to really assess, because you've had two hermits here. You have it in the undercurrent of your overarching energy, and you have it right here when it comes to work. You've taken some time to assess, and you have the moon, which could be certainly a negative, but in the area of the full moon, I see that more as maybe a contemplative moon and more like an intuitive moon in a good way, because your other cards are phenomenal in relationship. So I'd be very hard pressed to think that your moon is a negative. So I think that you have an undercurrent across a lot of facets of your life that have to do with decision, doing what's right for you, trying to get out of your head, not over analyzing, but doing proper introspection if it's around a choice. So when it comes to work and career, I think, you're concerned about getting your right share of the deal, because maybe in the past you've been disappointed by a certain person or a certain opportunity or a certain organization, and you just feel like, I'm going inside, I'm going to analyze what's right for me from a career offer or from a career or business perspective, and I'm going to put proper boundaries around, and I'm going to lead my own way. And if I have to reject an offer along the way that's not right for me, Four of Cups, I'm going to be willing to do that. So I do believe that the Emperor is, in most cases, you, Virgo Libra, that it's you kind of taking charge of your own direction here in work, career, and finance. For a smaller subset of you, it could be that you're dealing with an Emperor type, that leader of an organization, boss, male figure, male energy figure, not necessarily male or female. But again, I believe there's a choice that's definitely had you stressed. There could have been an unfair situation, and you're kind of remaining strong and trying to make good decisions for yourself. I think you have to guard against rushing in and being impulsive, especially sitting in this full moon of Aries. Don't be overly impulsive, Knight of Swords. Think carefully before you deliver your messages. When it comes to a relationship, I think the moon is more an attraction. I think the moon is more of an allure. I do think that you maybe have reached out or had wanted to reach out to somebody out of attraction and wanting to communicate. Page of Pentacles. You generally have a positive magnetic attraction toward maybe even a King of Cups. I think that you're representing the Queen of Pentacles here, and that you may be dealing with a water sign, male energy, and you've wanted things to go well. And if it's not a water sign, it's just somebody who generally could be a family person. It could be somebody who tends to be a good partner, and you guys are looking at each other, and I think that you've got an attraction going. Is it a healthy attraction? We will see. You also have had the Devil energy at the bottom of this attraction deck, and you have the Five of Discs. So you might have felt left out, or that you've left this person out. You may not have been in touch recently. This could be definitely a relationship where you have been out of communication. So let's pull two oracles for you for this reading. Let's pull an overarching energy oracle, and it's a soul purpose oracle. I'll include the deck information, like I said. Sorry that I felt scattered in the beginning. I think what I'm just seeing is a real big continuity between having options, trying to remain grounded, trying to remain realistic, not getting pulled off your center when it comes to a work decision or a character. If there's a character involved in your story at work, that's been kind of abrasive to you or bothering you or over demanding. You're trying to set your boundaries. You're trying to be a leader in your own career. You're not going to take any offers that are bullshit to you. You're going to only kind of entertain things that align with you. And that goes for contracts, agreements, any kind of career opportunity, offer, business partnership, financial opportunity. When it comes to relationship, there's a definite attraction here. I don't know if it's a pattern. I mean, it looks healthy from this standpoint to me, although it might have caused you some angst with the moon. I'm seeing that more as an attraction. My issue is the bottom of the deck was the devil with that. But let's see. Let's see. Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. So here again, I think this is the Emperor vibe and the control, and I'm in the charge of my own destiny. I think that's the Strength card right here. And get out of your head, get into action, and, you know, don't be a victim. That's very much the Devil card. Don't be a victim. Don't blame somebody else when you can control your own actions. You know, clearly you can control your own choices. So if there's any reason why you think you might be recreating a pattern that's toxic or unhealthy for you, please, this is not the time to blame somebody else. It doesn't do you any good. It doesn't turn, you know, the circumstances in your favor either. So that's just some advice right there. Take responsibility, whether it's at work or in a relationship. And yeah, definitely take action on your own responsibility here. This is the White Light Oracle by Alana Fairchild. This was the soul's journey. This is the white light with the beautiful wolf on the back. Arcane Barbello, number 10. Arcane Barbello, and I'm going to read for you just as a treat because sometimes there's just so many interesting messages in the booklet for these. It's a number 10, which is a number 1, which kind of speaks to me around an emperor energy and kind of taking control of your own situation, not placing blame, holding on to your accountability. But let's see what it says. Arcane Barbello, number 10. Your biology and gender are creative and powerful means for you to express your soul path. Sometimes you may feel limited by gender constraints or stereotypes, but your spirit can never be restricted or controlled. Embrace the journey of what it feels like to be you in your body. There is much benefit and healing to be gained through an embrace of your life journey, including the deeper experience of the absolute freedom of your spirit. So this is a goddess and a goddess mother. And I mean, there's this a feminine spirit for sure, but it's actually saying to embrace who you are no matter what. This is a divine mother in sacred space as an angel and goddess, Arcane Barbello. She's mysterious and powerful. She is the inviolable purity and truth of your being and the spiritual essence within you that is eternal and can't be tainted or distorted. It goes on to say her presence in a reading is a sign that any errors in judgment shall be corrected and any losses shall be restored. If you've been cut off your path or become disconnected from your real self, she is the innate understanding and power within your heart that pulls you back into authentic connection and true direction. So if you have veered off, if you do think that this is kind of a devil toxic connection and you've been pulled off your path, this is telling you that it will be restored. And I believe it's not to blame yourself either. To forgive yourself is the first step of forgiveness. Take responsibility. Arcane Barbello teaches the soul the mystery of how we can be in a male or female body and yet have characteristics of both the masculine and female within us, feminine. She also helps us understand how your androgynous spiritual essence can embrace masculine and feminine energies to accomplish its higher purpose. This spiritual essence is beyond gender and is not altered by it in any way. When a connection to the androgyny of spirit is experienced authentically, there's no rejection of the biology of the body. Every soul has a unique path, yet every soul is here to find the way home to divine love and inner truth. Feminine energies in every soul empower our ability to embrace what is and find compassion. This allows for mercy, forgiveness, and wisdom that start with what is and hold space for an evolution into what can be. The masculine energies in every soul encourage exploration, development, inquiry, stimulating us to question everything, which can lead to discernment and a higher understanding and keep us strong. So here's the healing process for this. Connect consciously to your breath as it flows in and out. Become fully present in this moment. When you are ready, rest your hands in prayer against your heart. Sense your feminine energies in your left hand and your masculine energies in your right hand. Feel them intermingling. They are different from each other, yet equally powerful and important. With your hands lightly pressing together, expand your awareness to include your heart. Feel the contact of your hands against your chest. Your heart is a third awareness, the sense of yourself as a pure, loving, spiritual being. I call upon the luminous wisdom, grace, and love of our spiritual mother and spiritual father, united in light from Archon Babello. I accept the gift of this body, mind, and soul for the spiritual benefit of all beings. I ask for healing, protection, and guidance. May all beings recognize their true spiritual nature and find happiness and freedom through their authentic spiritual journey. And give your body some love. Self-hug, rest, ground, hydrate. You have completed your healing process. So it's utterly beautiful, and I think it has a lot to do with the main energies of your reading. If you need healing and you're trying to gain back your strength in any way, shape, or form, your strength and courage, know that no matter the options, stay grounded, stay out of fantasy, and don't accept anything that is not for your higher good here in the area of work and finance. And if there is a relationship here that has this beautiful potential to bring you illumination, unity, harmony, and a bright spot in your life, pursue it. If that's the relationship you need to form stronger with yourself, pursue that. But it also says that there's a level of ownership and accountability no matter the choices that you're making. So, if you can approach things with that basic premise, then you take what comes your way. And there's an element of responsibility and control that will give you less angst, because whatever we're in control of, we can be in effect to. If we feel like we're giving it up to somebody else, like, oh my gosh, that person has control over me, or that person did me wrong, and you put yourself in that victim mode, you're handing your power over to somebody else. So I just think that's the mindful message I'm getting through on this. And I wish you a lot of goodwill and love and good luck this October. And I'll see you soon.